Has released a comprehensive survey on informal businesses that don't pay VAT. The survey looks at the type of businesses being run, the number of people they employ, and the incomes derived from the enterprise. The informal sector plays a pivotal role in sustaining households with no formal employment. And in the second quarter labour force survey released last month, the informal sector was shown to have grown job opportunities while there was a net loss in the formal sector. So to tell us more about the survey of employers and the self-employed, I'm joined by Statistician General Padi Lekgotla from our Pretoria studios. Thank you for joining us, Ndate. Just tell us, what is the informal sector's contribution to GDP and job creation?
Well, thank you very much. This survey we have run at least since 2001, and we have 4 data points that give us confidence that the numbers are credible. What we are getting from this survey is that in terms of GDP, the numbers have remained at about 5% of the GDP of South Africa. In terms of employment, that's about 11% because they employ about 1.5 million people. In 2001, the number employed was much higher at about 2.2 million people. What is also very interesting is that men have become more important in this industry, becoming about 55% of those who are in the informal sector compared to females. In as far as employers are concerned, the numbers have remained more or less in the 370. So each informal sector operation would be employing on average about 4 people, given that about 370,000 rather employers, not 370 people. Now, profitability.
Continue.
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah,
profitability, these operations are relatively profitable. 16% of them are quite profitable. In fact, a good number of them, about 10% of them, have been in the business for more than 10 years, whereas the other 8% has been in the business for more than 5 years. The question, of course, is what drives people into this business? When you look at those reasons, about 18% of the people that are in there are because they think it's a good thing to be in that sector. Others are it's a family inheritance, a good idea, a new idea coming up, and then they are in that business. 69% obviously saying, well, we are in that business because there are no jobs. So is the informal sector a viable sector? Very difficult sector, obviously, because people go there because that's the last resort. Now, but is it a platform for training people? Yes, ma'am.
Let me interject then, Tate. I wanted to ask you, to what extent did you find that the incomes received from the informal sector help sustain people in a meaningful way?
Well, for a good number, not quite, because the incomes are very low. But for those who are making some profit, it's about there are those which are in the 6,000. But in terms of solving part of the unemployment problems, the informal sector is there. I think the bigger question that one has to ask is the informal sector a good sector? Is it viable? What needs to be done in relation to how it grows? Obviously, government has schemes, financing has schemes, but in terms of access to resources, the informal sector doesn't get access to any of the resources that either the state or the financing houses. Mashonisas have been doing better, although more lately, banks are creeping in at 4% there. But government schemes that we have with the DTI, none of those seem to feature in that sector.
Now, Ndate, one of the things that we know is that the informal sector is not really located in a conducive environment. What did your study find out about their access to water and sanitation, for example?
Well, things like the informal sector actually says, well, we would like to have better markets. We need assistance in marketing, need assistance in financing, assistance in location. 20% of them do not have proper sanitation in the area. They use pit latrines. And, if they are selling food or all those other wares, it's very difficult to contend with the hygiene that occurs there.
Now, the other thing that I wanted to ask you, Ndate, is was there any evidence of informal businesses that had succeeded so much that they were able to transition into the formal economy and start paying taxes?
We didn't ask. It is not a longitudinal survey where you track the informal sector. What we can say is there are those that have been in there for 10 years, and there are those that are there for more than 5 years. All in all, it's about 20% of those. There is also those that have not been there long enough, and we know that this sector is very prone to mortality. I think the policy question is because there is nowhere where you learn entrepreneurship. The best place to learn entrepreneurship is in the business itself. The policy question might be, can we not go into that space and then draw from those and see who are the people that can actually be entrepreneurs? Because 1.5 million are in that space already.
All right, Ndade, that was Paddy Lekgotla. He's the Statistician General at Statistics.